Hi everyone, this is Megha. Do you ever find yourself achieving great things but also feeling that you don't deserve the praise or reward? If so, you may be experiencing imposter syndrome. And you're not alone. Research shows around 70% of people experience imposter syndrome at some point in their lives. But first, what is imposter syndrome? Imposter syndrome is a psychological phenomena where individuals doubt their achievements, they doubt their accomplishments, and fear being exposed as a fraud. This occurs despite clear evidence of their competence. People with imposter syndrome often feel that their success is due to luck, timing, or they have deceived others into overestimating their abilities. This feeling is so common, especially among high achievers who fail to internalize their success. I remember I was interviewing with this prestigious company and I practiced for interviews diligently for many days. I was told by my friends who work for that company that the interview process is very tough. After 4 rounds, I passed the interview. I could not shake the feeling that I got lucky. Even after the hard work I put in, I doubted my abilities. I wondered, do I truly deserve this opportunity? Sounds familiar? Similarly, I know so many parents excelling in what they do. They manage their kids well, career, their household, kids' activities. They take care of themselves. They receive compliments how well they are juggling professional and personal life. Yet they secretly fear that they are not as good as they appear. These examples highlight how imposter syndrome can manifest into different areas of life, impacting individuals' perceptions of their success and abilities. Imposter syndrome does not discriminate. It can impact both your professional and personal life. This constant doubt about your abilities erodes self-confidence, hindering individuals to pursue new opportunities. Also, this constant pressure that individuals have for themselves to prove their worth leads to overworking, risking burnout. Imposter syndrome also leads to fear of failure. This fear can paralyze decision making and hinder personal growth. Even when you know that you deserve a promotion, you might not apply or fight for it because you doubt your abilities. And all this stress and consistent fear of being exposed as a fraud leads to anxiety and panic attacks. But what causes imposter syndrome? One of the major predictors of imposter syndrome is our upbringing. Our upbringing significantly influences how we perceive ourselves and our achievements. If you were raised in a household or in an environment where expectations were high but the support was low, you constantly feel like you are falling short of other people's expectations. You are letting others down. On the flip side, if you're raised in an environment where your parents, your guardians, the people around you are supportive, you are likely to develop a healthy sense of self-worth and resilience. Having solid support network during your formative years is so important. It lays the foundation of your personality and your beliefs, including how you feel about yourself. Now let's quickly dive into the science behind it. Our brain is wired to react to success and challenges in a specific way. When we are experiencing imposter syndrome, our limbic system, the part of the brain which is responsible for emotional response, get hyperactive, which also impacts our ability to think logically. Therefore, even with the evidence of lots of past success, our brain magnifies emotional response, which is fear in this case, even when it's not true. This understanding of what causes imposter syndrome and what happens in our brain can help us address it. Let's quickly discuss 6 ways to overcome imposter syndrome. 1. Understand what fuels imposter syndrome. Recognize that imposter syndrome is driven by the belief that you do not have competency in a particular skill. Shift your mindset to understand that you need confidence in your belief that you can figure anything out, and competency will follow with time and effort. Number 2. Adopt a growth mindset. Embrace the idea that skill and intelligence can be developed over time. You are not born with fixed talent, skill, or intelligence. View challenges, new situations as an opportunity to learn and grow rather than threat to your competence. Number 3. Recognize and rewire cognitive distortions. Identify and challenge negative thoughts that contribute to imposter syndrome. For example, if you notice that you're continuously thinking, I don't know how to do a certain thing, oh my god, somebody will find out that I'm a fraud, tell yourself, I have learned new things in the past, I can handle this. Replace negative thoughts with more balanced perspective. Number 4. Set realistic goals. When we try to do a lot of things at the same time in a short amount of time, we overwhelm ourselves and end up doing nothing, which fuels imposter syndrome. Break big goals into small, realistic milestones. Celebrate each step forward along the way. Take time to acknowledge and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small it is. By recognizing your successes, you build resilience against imposter syndrome. Number 5, seek constructive feedback. Many times how we perceive ourselves is so different than how others perceive us. Therefore, it's so important to gather feedback from your colleagues, from your mentors, from your peers, from your family members. Feedback is a gift. It is an essential tool for your growth and improvement. Number 6, practice mindfulness. By practicing mindful techniques such as meditation and breathing, you create a distance between you and your thoughts, which helps you to tackle these negative thoughts more logically. You realize that you are not your thoughts, and also these thoughts are not always true. Mindfulness techniques also train your brain to recognize imposter syndrome feelings as passing phenomena rather than getting caught up in the self-doubt. This also trains you to not let your thoughts or self-doubt define you, rather than you see them as an opportunity to refine you. Remember, imposter syndrome is a common experience largely influenced by your upbringing. While these feelings may appear to be true, but they are not definitive truth about your abilities or self-worth. By understanding the roots of imposter syndrome and the targeted strategies, you can rewire your brain response to successes and challenges. I hope you learned something new in this video. Please like, subscribe and share for more content on personal growth. I'll see you in my next video.